Speaking with Dustin Graupman, who is the big VP of Inkjet for Xerox. Welcome. Nice to see you.
It's good to see you.
What a great display you have at the show this year.
Thank you, thank you. We put a lot into this. So
tell us, you're in a very interesting field when it comes to the print business and GRAPH EXPO and everything else, because inkjet technology is just going boom.
Sure. So we are excited. We're excited to be in Inkjet. We're excited to continue to be a leader in digital print. And we're excited to be here at the show and be able to show off some of the progress we've made. We've made a lot of investments in this area over the last 8 or 10 years, and we're proud of what we've been able to accomplish.
But now you've got a waterless technology that's called CiPress.
Yes.
Let's talk about that a little bit.
Sure. So this
waterless.
Waterless. So everybody thinks of inkjet, and it's a water-based technology. But we've brought to market a few years ago the waterless inkjet technology, branded under CiPress. It's actually a legacy technology within Xerox, so it's been available in the office space for quite some time, and we extended that into the production space. And what's unique about it is, obviously, it's waterless. It is able to overcome some of the barriers that are inherent in aqueous inkjet technologies today. So what we can do is we can do heavy area coverage on very plain paper, and because you're not introducing water, you don't change the physical characteristics of the paper. So we see a lot of uptake in it, and interest in the direct mail space, where customers are sometimes going to heavy area coverage, and that's really where we've seen a lot of the customers most interested in it.
Just for sake of discussion, does this also provide you with an opportunity to branch out into other substrates and go deeper into that territory with this waterless?
It does. So by the very nature of the waterless technology, it's a bit of a wax-based ink. It sits under the top of the sheet, so it likes to have some tooth to this. So pretty much at the top end, we see matte-coated substrates that got a little bit, and then down into the uncoated substrates. One of the other unique things about it is it actually works well on any paper. So we see consistency of color across a broad range of papers, which is good for a lot of printers who change papers often, have customers that specify, so they're not as limited in what they can print on to maybe some optimized inkjet coated substrates that are in the aqueous space.
Well, let's veer off in a couple of different areas right now. Let's talk about the MPICA transition as an example. How is that going, and is it complete?
So, I don't know, so just for everybody, we acquired MPICA in March of 2013, so we're a little under a year and a half into this. And the transition's gone great. You know, as I thought about the question, I pondered it, and over the last 18 months, we've made great strides. So we're showing the MPICA evolution here, running just as I walked away at 832 feet per minute. So right there with the fastest and most productive devices in the industry. And this is an aqueous solution, and they've got a long heritage in it. But the transition, the integration of them, I think has gone as well as anybody could ever expect. So we've integrated in the service organizations, sales organizations, the business group. I have somebody on my team that resides at the MPICA location. Finance, so we've gone across the board, and I think that's the one thing that we did very well is that we made decisions early on to integrate people from each organization, from Xerox into MPICA and vice versa, and that's really helped the transition. So
I also want to note that you've built a new customer center in Europe, specifically in France. Now, how's that gone? And that's a big move for your company? Sure,
it absolutely is. So, as most know, we've got the Gil Hatch Center in the U.S., and that's been a hub. And the spirit of why we developed that years ago within Xerox is that customers who are interested in production technology, very active in the selling cycle with talking to engineers and talking to software engineers and understanding that we also solicit great feedback from customers that help us make decisions about where we should invest. So we see the same exact thing with inkjet technology. So there isn't anybody that has bought an MPICA in the North America or some of our developing markets or most of Europe that hasn't visited the site. So we decided that we would invest there, make a demo center for inkjet, aqueous inkjet technology there, and that's really where we're focused on entertaining customers. So US customers, we're bringing them there, and they have an opportunity to engage with the people who've really invented this technology within Xerox, within MPICA, so that they can have very technical conversations back and forth. So we more than doubled, actually 2.5 times the size of the MPICA location to accommodate it, and we'll have all of our latest and greatest equipment on display there as we advance the developments.
Wonderful. You've got a lot going, a lot of a lot of irons in the fire, so to speak. Dustin
Sure.
Graupman, VP of Inkjet for Xerox, and we want to thank you for taking time to stop by.
Thank you. Thank you.
Appreciate
Bye.
it.